Hey guys, welcome to Spartan Station. It's Friday and we are so excited that you are going to be here. All right, we've talked about lots of different animals this week. We've talked about cows, we've talked about pigs, chickens, sheep, and today we're talking about bunnies. We did not talk about horses today. That's a good point. So maybe you can ask your mom and dad to tell you a little bit about horses, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about bunnies. I'm going to put this picture up here again so you guys can look at the bunnies while I tell you about it. Okay, so rabbits are usually small, but some rabbits, such as jackrabbits, can grow to be almost as big as a small child. Oh my gosh! Who's a small child you know? Gwenny? Amelia? Is there a jackrabbit out there that is the same size as them? That'd be crazy. The smallest rabbits are about 8 inches long. Do you remember how I gave you that thing to measure last week? That's not quite right, but it's for sure smaller than that. You could go find the 8 on there and it might be just a little bit bigger than that. And weighs less than a pound. That's about the weight of an apple. The bigger rabbits can be as large as 50 centimeters or 20 inches. That's pretty big. You should ask your mom and dad to find that on a measuring tape. And can weigh up to 49 pounds. Guess what? Addie weighs not even 40 pounds. So that's heavier than Addie. That's big. So each time a female gives birth, she will have 3 to 8 babies. Most mommies only have 1 or 2 babies for adults, but guess what? Rabbits have that many, 3 to 8. That's crazy. They're called kits or kittens, and guess how many they have a year? 25 babies on average. That is so many babies. A female rabbit is called a doe, and a male is a buck. On average, they sleep about 8 hours a day. Did you know rabbits only sweat on the pads of their feet and nowhere else? Remember how we talked yesterday about how pigs need to stay warm, on Wednesday, about how pigs have to stay cool so they roll in the mud? Well, these guys sweat just like humans do, but only on the pads of their feet. A group of rabbits is called a warren. A rabbit can live up to 10 years. Rabbits are omnivores. Rabbits love to eat, and they will eat things like grass, vegetables, wild strawberries, and even flowers. And in winter, they will eat barks from trees. They love to drink water and can actually drink as much water as a 20-pound dog. Oh, that's a lot. And rabbits' teeth are always growing. All right, guys, that is some random facts about bunnies. We're going to put them back right over here so we can keep looking at them. All right, guys. So now the first thing we usually do is our art activity. So in your pack of papers your mom and dad should have printed out, you should find an outline of a bunny. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and practice cutting. So remember, when we cut, we keep our thumbs up. We keep our thumbs up. When we cut. So I'm going to cut this bunny out, and then guess what you can do? There's a few different options. If you have paint at your house, this is a great time to paint your bunny. Now, I sent a picture of what the bunny looked like that I got this idea from, and this bunny is just painted with lots of zigzag fun colors, and it's gonna be the back of the bunny. Now, if you want to make this the front of the bunny, that's fine too, but it would need to have some eyes and nose and a mouth, right? But the bunny we're making today is going to be the back of a bunny, and we're going to paint it. Now, you can paint zigzag lines. You could do polka dots. You could do any kind of painting that you want to. Now, what if you don't have any paint at your house? Well, or what if your mom and dad say, hey, no paint today? Should we throw a fit? Should we cry and say, but I want paint? No. We can say, okay, mom and dad, whatever you say, and that will make them so happy. And I bet if you say, okay, mom, whatever you say, then next time you ask to do something, she will try and make sure it happens. Yes, Benny.
Or draw it.
Oh, or you could draw it. That's a great idea. Drawing would be a great idea. All right, so here's hers. And Bryn has already been painting, but Addie's going to get painting. We're going to come back and look at hers. All right, so here's Addie's bunny, and let's pull up Bryn's. While we were talking, she was painting, and let's take a look.
For a long time.
Oh, look at her beautiful bunny. It's all different colors. Now, remember, this is the back of the bunny. So I'm going to take some glue, and I'm going to make a dot on the bottom circle of it, and I'm going to take one of those cotton balls like we used yesterday when we were making our sheep mask, and I'm going to stick it on the back. Here we go.
Colors?
All right, let's take a look. Oh, look how cute that bunny is. Addie asked a really good idea. Usually I give her some water that she can use so that she can clean her paintbrush so she doesn't mix it. Now right down here, I didn't do that. So what I would tell her to do is use it until the paint's all off of the brush and then switch colors and they won't mix.
What's that?
So on your paper, you just keep making lines until it doesn't make lines anymore and then it's basically clean. Or you can wait and Mom can get you some water in a minute. You can choose, okay?
Or I could just paint ears.
Or she could just paint ears. I mean, there's lots of good ideas. All right, our number 2 activity today is the one Mr. Matt will be doing on his video. And that is greater than, less than. Guys, we have some hungry bunnies and they want to eat carrots. So what we're gonna do is you can cut these out and you can put some here and some here, and then you're going to say and put your numbers here of how many there are and which one's greater. Now remember, that's the alligator mouth. They want the most they can get because they're super hungry. So if I had 5 over here and 7 over here, I'm gonna go for the 7 every time because that is delicious. But Mr. Matt will explain that more in his video. All right, so that's math. Our next one we're gonna be doing is literacy. Remember, that's talking about reading and understanding things we're reading and sentences. And today you're gonna make a book. And it is called This is the Farm. Addie is going to show you some sight words that we're going to practice today, because if you can remember the sight words and you can look at the pictures in the book, you can read your very own book to your moms and dads. All right, Addie, come tell them what the sight words are.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay, then I'll get started till you're ready. All right, this is our first word. This is the word this. This is a good word to know because you use it in sentences all the time. Let's talk about the letters. T-H-I-S. When T and H are put together, they make the sound. Can you make that?
Can I put it on?
For this, T-H-I-S, is, this. That is the first word you need to know for your story. All right, our second word is. The great thing about the word this, if you notice, if you cover up the T and the H, it's the same, is and is. Is or is. So this and is. This is. And our last word to be a good reader and read your mom and dad a book is the. T-H-E is the. This is a sight word because instead of sounding it out, sometimes it doesn't actually make the right words. And so you have to just go ahead and go the. And when you look at it, you know. All right, so this is going to be our story. Now you're going to have it on lots of papers. Bryn, if you hit that button, it'll stop our video for our friends. So make sure we don't touch it. Yeah. This is the farm. Look at those words we just talked about. This is the farm. We have a capital T on this because it's the beginning of a sentence, and you always have a capital at the beginning of the sentence. And because this is a title of a book and the farm is a place, that's why we have a capital there. But look at all the other letters. They're lowercase. All right, so we have, let's see if we can read the words. This is the farmer. Look at, because you knew the sight words, this is the, and you looked at the picture, you could read the first page. Okay, 1 minute. The next one is, this is the horse. Do you see how you can read those words? Let's see what the next page is and see if you can read it without my help. All right, what's this word? This is the cow. That's right. You guys are getting the hang of this. All right, let's look at this one. This
is my bunny.
is
Look,
the, what's that a picture of?
that kind of a bat.
Pig. That's right.
Look at it.
Uh-oh, I got it, the wrong one. Here we go. Here it is. This is the farm. That's a picture of the farm. And the last page is the end. Guys, if you can remember what the words are, which is, this, and the, then guess what? You can read that story special for your mom and dad. Addie has just finished her bunny. Does not look cute? She decided to do the front of the bunny instead of the back of the bunny like Binny, and that was a great idea. There you go. All right, let's see. We have done our art. We have done our math, and we've done our literacy. Science is next, guys. Now, yesterday we talked about a hypothesis and a question and supplies. So remember, we want to know what happens when we put Mentos in Diet Coke. Did you come up with an idea? I bet you did. And maybe if you already know what it does, you thought, what's going to happen to the Mentos? Well, we are about to find out. Now we have our supplies put together. Addie has our Diet Coke. Come on over, Addie. Oh, good. And Bryn has our Mentos. Now, remember how I said we'd put them in a cylinder? So I don't think you can see in there, but all the Mentos, oh, there we go. All the Mentos are in there. So that way it can slide down fast. Now, I'm going to pause the video, and the next time you see us, we're going to be outside. And guess what we're going to be doing? Our science experiment. I'm so excited. And then after that, we're going to do a game called Hide and Go Seek Farm Animals. And Addie will tell you about it outside. So we'll see you guys in a second.